Congratulations for joining the webinar. That shows how serious you are about creating an interview getting VIP resume. And that's why I'm here today, guys. I'm going to share some very, very amazing stuff with you guys. I'm going to show you exactly my step-by-step formula for creating a VIP resume. Okay. So now let me just know quickly. I just want to know the kind of people we have here. So tell me, how many years experience do you have? Can you just type in the chat box? Let me know if you are presently employed and what number of years of experience. Salif says he has 15 years experience. Salif Mohammed, awesome. Dennis, 5 years employed in a bank. Awesome, guys. I can see all of your chats. Awesome, guys. Let's get it rolling, guys. It's gonna be very, very exciting. I'm so excited to share some very, very amazing stuff with you. Hamed says he has 7 years experience. Yusuf says 20 years experience. Wow. Exciting, guys, exciting. Okay, awesome. 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 I can see all of that. I'm presently employed in the bank with accumulated 2 years experience. That's Olale Khan. Awesome. Maurice says 11 years experience. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, guys. We're about to start. Now, guys, make sure you are in a quiet place, no distractions, shut off Facebook, shut off WhatsApp, shut off Twitter, shut off every distraction. Have a notepad with you and a pen to take down some notes. So David Matias says he has 16 years experience. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, guys, awesome. So let's start. So, like I said before, this webinar is about how I got 5 job interviews and a big time job in 1 week with my VIP resume, and how you can copy, paste, modify my attention hijacking interview getting VIP resume so that you create yours and start landing more job interviews and finally the job you want. Okay. So, like I said, if you stay till the end of the webinar, I mean, I really appreciate the fact that you guys have abandoned all of the things you have to be here with me today. It shows how serious you are. So I appreciate your time. Okay. And I respect that. And if you stay with me up to the end of the webinar, I'm going to give you the exact copy of my VIP resume that landed me 5 job interviews in 1 week. Okay. So stay till the end. If you stay till the end of the webinar, you're going to receive an email at the end of the webinar that's going to give you a downloadable copy of that exact resume. Okay. Now there will be some surprise gifts that I'll announce during the course of the webinar. So stay focused, stay attentive, because that's not the only gift you're going to have from me before the end of the webinar. So, like I said, this webinar is for experienced people. I've seen a lot of you have experience, and it's also for people who may not have a lot of experience or no experience at all, but who are specialized in some particular area, some kind of certification, or they are taking a specialized course in an area that is in high demand. If you have those kind of things, even if you don't have experience, I can show you how to package that and how to position yourself as an amazing candidate in the job market. Okay. So my promise to you today is that I'm going to show you my step-by-step formula for creating an interview getting VIP resume. I will show you through baby steps the exact process. Okay. And I'm going to show share some surprising strategies that you didn't even know existed. And this is going to show you how you can get that job you really want. Okay. So let me just share a little bit about me. As you may know already, my name is Sylvester Nkomo, aka Sly N. I'm the founder of the Job Getting Formula. And I'm also the creator of the VIP resume, the famous VIP resume that everybody is excited about. I'm also the author of the book, The Job Getting Formula. It's a series of books I call the Job Getting Formula. We have the Job Getting Formula for the experienced worker. We have the Job Getting Formula for nurses. And we have the Job Getting Formula for new grads with no experience. I'm also the author of my new book is called Resumes for VIP, the one you saw on my website when you registered for this webinar. I'm a career advice contributor for Forbes Afrique, where I write articles on how to get jobs. Okay, so if you don't know Forbes Afrique is the French-speaking version of Forbes in Francophone Africa. Okay, so I'm a trusted career contributor with Forbes Afrique. Now, I've been featured on Meet the Experts TV show by Ari Ford, and since 2012, I've been helping highly skilled people just like you land big time jobs by breaking the rules, by doing the opposite. Okay, and I'm going to show you that by actually doing the opposite, by breaking the rules, you can actually start landing the kind of job you want. If you tried everything and you're not getting the kind of success you want, it's time to change everything. And I'm going to show you what works right now. So like you can see, this is me here. These are my books. This is the job getting formula books I just talked about here. This is one for the experienced worker. This is one for nurses. And this is a new book, Resumes for VIPs, that you saw on my website. Okay. So this is me here at Meet the Experts TV show being interviewed by Ari Ford. Okay. This was in San Diego, California. And this TV show aired on ABC, NBC, Fox, and CBS affiliates around the United States. As you can see here, I was featured on Let's Talk About It in South Africa, hosted by Thabisa Diala and Joe Machinya. It was an online interview. I didn't actually travel to South Africa, but it's a radio show. And they reached out to me when they heard news about the VIP resume and how it could help their listeners. So I was interviewed over that show, and it was broadcasted in South Africa. Now, if you're in South Africa, you might know Let's Talk About It by Thabisa Diala and Joe Machinya. It's on Channel Africa. Channel Africa is part of South Africa Broadcasting Corporation. Like I told you, I'm a contributor of Forbes Afrique magazine. Okay, so enough about me. Let's dive in now. Okay, let me talk about what we're going to learn here. Now, here's why this training is very important. I've helped hundreds of people just like you land jobs of their dreams using the VIP reserved to resume and the closed deal interview preparation coaching. And today, I'm going to share my exact system for doing just that. Okay. Now, before I go any further, can you tell me, did you guys actually have time to go through the results on the website? Did you see the proof that I shared with you about interviews I got? Did you see those screenshots? Did you see testimonials from other clients just like you? If yes, please, can you type yes? So if you've seen success stories that I shared with you on my website about how I got 5 job interviews, if you've watched that video, let me know. If you want me to share that, I can go there and show you. So this is a VIP resume here. This is a very powerful document that I use to get 5 job interviews within 1 week and a big time job. Now, let me show you exactly the 5 job interviews I got within 1 week. And also, I'm going to show you that it was not just 5 job interviews. I actually got 13 job interviews within 3 months. The week I'm focusing on is just the week where I had actually 5. As a matter of fact, 6 job interviews within that 1 week. That was I can call it the success week. But if I were to count all the job interviews I got within a space of 90 days, they're actually 13 in number. So making an average of about 4 per month. Okay? So I'm going to get into my computer, show you all of that.
So this is the very first interview. As you can see, it's on the 10th of September 2018. And it says, "Hi Sylvester, thanks for your response here. Are you able to come in this Thursday or Friday for an interview?" So this is with Team Golf and Rock On Sports. It's a small business that does a lot of sporting goods online. It's an e-commerce business. That's the first one. So here's the second one here. It's with Fujitsu on-site interview. So this one is on the Tuesday, September 11th. We all know Fujitsu, right? Fujitsu is the largest Japanese technology and IT company. So they're a big company. I think they are number 5 in the entire world, number 1 in Japan. So I was invited for an interview here in Dallas at their site here in Dallas. So it says, "Hi Sylvester, I have good news. that the hiring manager, Delcy Organ, would like to bring you in for an in-person interview with herself and another from her team for a panel interview. So this will be at our Fujitsu America Inc. location in Richardson. So that's it. That's the second one. So this is the third one here. It's from Apparel Group. It's an e-commerce business. If you are based in the US, you may know Apparel Group. So it says, "Dear Sylvester, thank you for your interest in the Apparel Group. I received your application via LinkedIn for the e-commerce marketing senior specialist position we have open. Attach the job description. Please let me know your availability for a brief 15-minute call on Thursday or Friday. Thank you." This one is Wednesday, September 12th. Okay, let me show you the next one. So this is interview. So this is the next one. This is interview number 4. This is from Proximus. Proximus is a recruiter. It's a recruiting company. So it's a telephone interview. It says, "Hello Sylvester, Kathy will call you tomorrow at 3 p.m. on your cell phone on the email marketing specialist position for the retail client." So this one was Wednesday, September 12th. So that's already 4 job interviews within that same week. Let me go to the 5th one and show you. So this is the 5th interview. So it says, "Hi Sylvester, I want to thank you for submitting your interest for the opening we have for email marketing specialist." This one here is September 12th. Again, it says, "We've looked over your resume and your experience certainly resonates with the position. Now that we approve your resume, you've made it to the next step, which is going through our entire recruitment process." So when you click on this link, it takes you through the recruitment process where they have videos there and they require you to submit video interviews and answer a lot of questions and go through the entire recruitment process. So that's a 5th interview. This one is with marymorrissey.com. Okay, so it's an international coaching business. The last one here is with Interstate Battery. So this is the last one here. That's interview number 6. This one happened on September 19th, just a little over 1 week. So that's why technically it's the same week, 6 interviews in 1 week. So it says, "Hi Sylvester." Again, this one is with Interstate Batteries. It says, "Hi Sylvester, I want to reach out to you to schedule a phone interview for the web analyst role available with Interstate Batteries. This will be a 30-minute phone interview with Ray, the digital marketing programs manager." So this is it. This is the 6th interview. So now that I've shown you the 6 interviews within 1 week, let me show you other interviews that I had within a space of 3 months. So I'm gonna go back to July and show you those interviews. So I have a folder here where I save all of my job interview emails. I'm gonna click on that folder and walk you through the interview. So I've already showed you the first 6. Let me show you the others. So I've started the others here for you to see. So the first one here happened in July. So as you can see here, this is July 23rd. So it says, "Hi Sylvester, this one is video interview with Cody." So they were sending me to go and submit a video interview. So it says, "Hi Sylvester, thanks again for your interest in Cody." So Cody is a fast growing internet digital marketing firm that is specialized in the travel sector. So they are very fast growing. So this one happened in July. So it says, "Hi Sylvester, thanks again for your interest in Cody. After reviewing your resume, I want to congratulate you on making it to the next steps of our hiring process." So that is it here. So that is interview number 7. Let me show you the next one. Go back to my folder. So this is interview number 8. This one is New York Live interview confirmation. So it says, "Sylvester, it was great speaking with you. I have you scheduled to meet with our senior partner David Johnson on Wednesday, August 8th at 3 p.m. So this one is on August 2nd. Okay, so that's interview number 9. So let me show you the next one. So this one is with Insight. Insight is also another multi-billion-dollar technology and IT firm. So it says this one, let me show you the date here. So this one was on August 20th. Again, it says, "Hi Sylvester, You are confirmed to speak with Matt Dexter, Manager of Web Marketing for the SEO Marketing Specialist role at Insight. So you can see that the date is Tuesday 21st and all of the details are here for the interview. And they're asking me to confirm this email. So that's interview number what? Is it number 9? So that's interview number 9. Okay, let me show you interview number 10. So this is interview number 10. This one is with A&A Marketing. Again, it's on August. This one came in on August 27th. It says, "Hi Sylvester." It says, "Sylvester, this email is to confirm your interview on August 27th at 3:15 p.m. Please remember to bring a copy of your resume, and our preferred attire is business professional." So they give you all of the details, including their address here in Dallas, Texas. So that's interview number 10. Show you the next one. This one is interview number 11. They first of all called me and then asked me to come for the interview, and then they sent me an interview confirmation email. This one happened on Wednesday, August 29th, and it says, "Good afternoon, Sylvester. Our address is 3001 Dallas Parkway, Frisco, Texas. We look forward to meeting you, Kayla." Okay, let me show you the next one. So how many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 plus 6, that's 11. So let me show you the next one. So this is another one here. This one is Wednesday, September 19, email marketing expert. So that's it. This with IT Now Corp. Okay, let me show you the final one here. This one is with Fossil. It was sent on Tuesday, September 4th. It says, "Thanks so much for the information. Fossil would like to speak with you via phone. Let me know when might be the best time. They will give you a call. Should I give them your number? See below for the manager's availability." So this is interview number 13. So that is a total of 13 interviews within a period of 90 days. That's an average of about 4 interviews per month. So now that I've shown you how I got all of these interviews, I really wanted to show you that this stuff really works. Okay,
now let me tell you why it's almost impossible to get job interviews with the traditional resume, especially for very, very competitive jobs. Okay, so here's the ugly truth. Years of work experience alone won't make you stand out from the crowd. Now, you agree with me that there are thousands of people out there who have the same experience and qualifications as you do, okay? And who are competing for the same jobs that you're applying for. And also that a certification alone won't make you stand out either, even though that's what certification sellers want you to believe. Yes, I know that's a hard fact to swallow, but it's true. You see, the same certification that was sold to you was also sold to thousands and millions of your competitors for the same jobs. So as you can imagine, getting certified, even though a good thing, never eliminated the competition you set out to eliminate in the first place. So here's what I learned after spending $1,200 and long hours of study to get certified. So 9 years ago, after I got my SPSM Senior Professional in Supply Management certification, I was very excited because I thought, wow, finally I've got the tiebreaker. So I brandished it on my resume next to my name like this. I then sent out tons of this resume to advertise jobs with total confidence that my phone will be ringing up the hook very soon with many job interviews. And then a month went by, nothing happened. Then 2 months, then 3, and then 6, yet nothing happened. My phone didn't ring. I then repeated the same process and sent out another bunch of resume attacks and waited for another 18 months, yet nothing. I couldn't land a single interview. And that was after I had spent hundreds of dollars on books that offered advice on how to write attention-grabbing resumes. Worst of all, this job hunting misfortune was happening to me at a time when I was facing some nasty office politics from my boss. She kept making me endless promises of a future promotion to get me work even harder, while she took all the credits and looked good in the eyes of her boss. I did all of the grunt work and heavy lifting, while she took all of the praises and recognition. I found myself delivering tremendous value to the company, but getting paid peanuts in return. And even though I'd spent $1,200 and long hours of study to get my SPS certification, with the hope of standing out from the crowd and landing job interviews so that I could quit my job for a better one, I still felt like I was back to point zero. My debt kept increasing and my salary decreasing. I couldn't make ends meet financially. And that's when I decided I'm not going to give up, but I'm going to research and figure out why some people get job interviews and why most people don't. Now, like I said, there's a huge crowd of job-hungry job seekers out there. And a certification alone won't make you stand out from the crowd. And of course, having the required experience or skills won't make you stand out either. Now, let's face it, for almost every job you're applying for, there are thousands or millions of people with the exact same experience and skills. Yes, I know. Almost every so-called professional resume writer out there will tell you that they can produce an eye-catching resume for you that will get you hired. But after 5 years observing their resume writing processes, I've found most of them are unknowingly missing the point, or are just pretending to be expert, or are flat out lying to you. Making you stand out from the crowd, as most resume writers will tell you, is much easier said than done. And judging from their approach, which I think is completely flawed, I think they are making a huge mistake that's killing most people's chances of landing job interviews. The only way you can stand out from the crowd, if you have both experience and certification, is to package all of that in a way that positions you as the ideal candidate for the job, as described by the job description. Because it's only the job description that sets the requirements for the job. Now, I'm going to show you that most of us do not take the time to make sure our resumes are targeted to the job description, or to make sure that our resumes match the requirements of the job description. And I'm also going to show you that only the VIP resume can enable you to communicate and position yourself as the ideal candidate for the job. So let me explain.
Awesome. Okay, let's continue, guys. So like I said, I'm going to show you step by step how to create a VIP resume from scratch. I'm going to show you the entire process through baby steps. Okay. So we're going to cover 3 big secrets today that will help you land a big time job. I'm going to show you, like I said, the entire process. So we're going to start with secret number 1. So secret number 1 is how to create an attention hijacking interview getting resume, and exactly how to craft compelling attention hijacking statements that captures a hiring manager's attention and literally forces them to call you for an interview. Okay. Even if you consider yourself a poor communicator with mediocre writing or language skills, I'm going to show you that. Secret number 2 is I'm going to share my top secret 430 plan for getting at least 4 job interviews in 30 days. Now, if you've been struggling to get job interviews or failed at the last 1 or 2 job interviews you got, that is, you actually squandered what you considered at the time as a golden job opportunity and are almost losing faith in yourself, this plan that I'm going to show you will revive your spirit and enable you to get more amazing job opportunities, job interview opportunities. Okay. Secret number 3, I'm going to show you why and how every job description carries within it hidden clues to succeeding at the job interview. You will learn how to intelligently exploit 3 loopholes on every job description that are crucial to closing the deal and landing the job. Now, if you failed in the past, you may have had job interviews where you failed in the past. This will skyrocket your confidence even if others around you have begun losing faith in you. Okay? Now, let's start with secret number 1. How to create an attention hijacking interview getting resume, and how to craft those attention hijacking statements that captures a hiring manager's attention and forces them to call you for an interview. Like I said, I'm going to show you this and you'll be able to see how you can do this even if you consider yourself a poor communicator with mediocre writing or language skills. Okay. Now let's start with this fundamental question. So guys, like I said, let's start where it hurts. So why do most people why most people don't get job interviews? Okay. So in other words, there is this problem. If you are here in this free training, it's because either you are not satisfied with the number of interviews you are presently getting, or you are getting interviews but you are not closing them. That's why you're here. And that's why I'm doing this training. But let's start from the basics. Let's start by showing you how to get more job interviews. And let's start by asking the question, why do most people don't get job interviews? Okay. Now, there are two reasons. The first reason is that they can't clearly demonstrate their unique value. Okay. And also, they can't answer a key question. I call this the $1 million question when it comes to the job market. There's a question that is in every hiring manager's mind towards you. And they are asking you that, why should we hire you given that we have many other candidates just like you? Okay. So that's the fundamental question we need to answer here. So if you can answer this question, then you can create a very, very powerful resume. But most people don't take this question seriously. Okay. Most people don't address this question. They just send their resume and hope and pray that they will be called. The next reason is what I call ineffective targeting of the job description. Every job has a job description, and the job description defines the requirements for the job. It tells what's to be done, and it also tells you the kind of person you are supposed to be in order to do what's to be done. So that document carries everything about the job. And so you can't successfully apply and get interviews if you don't really focus on that document and go line by line and check out all of the responsibilities and make sure that you can deliver on them and actually demonstrate that you can deliver on those responsibilities. Okay? So those are two big problems that I see. Again, I know this because I've been there. Okay? I've suffered from this myself. Okay? So now, like I said, let's start with the first one. They can't clearly demonstrate unique value. What does unique value mean? Now, you see, for every job that you apply for, there are maybe tens, hundreds, or even thousands of people who are competing for the same job. Okay, so in other words, you need to demonstrate the kind of unique value you can bring to the employer. Okay, I'm going to show you what this means. This is very profound. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to answer this question. Why should we hire you? I'm sorry. There's a mistake here with the spelling. I actually want to mean hire, not high. Okay, why should we hire you, given that we have many other candidates just like you? Okay, that is the question. So I'm going to show you what I call 4 deadly sins. So there are 4 deadly sins here. So the first one is people have what we call me too phrasing of their value. In other words, most people's resumes is just like every other person else's resume. You may think that yours is different, but by the time I'll be walking you through some of the examples and some of the things I've noticed in the job market, you'll be completely surprised. So that is the first deadly sin. The next deadly sin is lack of specifics, like not being specific enough. Okay, so for example, again, I'm going to show you examples, but when you say, I know how to do monthly reconciliations, imagine that 100 people are saying on their accounting resume that they know how to do monthly financial reconciliations. The hiring manager is confused. Who can do the monthly reconciliation better than the other person? So there are no specifics. Anybody can. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say you want to hire a wedding planner for your wedding, and you have 3 wedding planners. And the first one comes and tells you, I know how to organize a befitting wedding, or I know how to organize a very glamorous wedding. The next person comes and tells you, I know how to organize an amazing wedding. And the next person comes and tells you, I know how to, I'm going to give you the best wedding of your lifetime. It's difficult because those statements they don't carry specifics. It's difficult to tell between person 1, 2, and 3, which of the 3 can give you exactly what you want. So they are not being specific enough. You see what I mean? So I'm going to teach you how to be specific. Okay, how to separate yourself from the crowd, how to create unique value, how to demonstrate unique value. so that you are seen as the ideal candidate for the job. Okay. So like I said, they are not creating uniqueness. Okay. So that's the third point. The next point is not creating fascination and curiosity. Now, this is where most people fail. You see, there is what we call, you've heard of the statement, curiosity kills a cat, okay? What drives people to find out about you and to invite you for an interview is curiosity. They want to know more about you. You fascinate them. There's something fascinating about you, either from your experience or from your skills or from the way you articulate them. It's fascinating. Okay, so they want to invite you to talk to you, or they want to talk to you over the phone. So I'm going to show you how to create this fascination. Okay, guys, is all of this very exciting? Let me know. Okay, type yes. Let me know. I want to know that you're excited. Let me know if you're excited, because I'm really, really excited. If all of this is making sense, let me know before I move on. Type yes in the chat box. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Awesome. So I can see that you guys are really enjoying this. Okay, fine. Let's continue. Let's roll. So I'm going to show you examples of how to create these elements. Okay. Let me show you. Before I show you how to get attention, let me show you what I mean by these 4 deadly sins here. So what do I mean by Me Too phrasing of value that can't get and keep attention? What do I mean by lack of specifics? What do I mean by not creating uniqueness? What do I mean by not creating fascination and curiosity? Let me show you what I mean by that. So what I just did is that I just went to google.com and typed email marketing specialist. Now, this is very important. When you do that, let's say just type the name of the position you're targeting. It can be accounting manager. It can be network specialist, whatever is your position. It can be safety manager, whatever it is. Just type in the safety manager resume. You're gonna see this website will show up. This website they call jobhero.com. Now, this is where most people go to go and do what I call Me Too resumes. Okay, so this website is reputable for showing. Let me show you what you find there. It will give you samples of resumes. It will give you sample responsibility statements and all of that. So what most people do, and you know that Google is democratic, so everybody can access it. What most people do is that they will come here, they will stumble on this website, they will see email marketing specialist resume samples, and then they will scroll down and they will see these example statements here. These are example statements that they will see here. Okay. Now they will copy this and they will look at the ones that are exciting to them and they will copy it based on what they want to do on their resume and they will paste it there. Now the problem is that most people are doing the same thing because you are not the only one who has access to Google. So all of these resumes here are mostly rehashed stuff that hiring managers, when they see them in front of them, remember when I talked about the 3 wedding planners who were not being specific enough? This is an example here. So if somebody says, ensure the email marketing process followed industry best practices. Now, just imagine that 10 different candidates are saying that I ensured email marketing process followed industry best practices. It's difficult to tell who can do the ensuring more than the other. Does that make sense? So, in other words, that is what I call lack of specificity. I'm going to give you a lot of examples. Then I'm going to show you, the reason I'm showing you email marketing specialist, because after I'm done showing you this, I'm going to go to my own resume that talks about email marketing specialist. And I'm going to show you how specific I got, okay? And that is what placed me above most candidates, because I was specific enough. I demonstrated unique value. Okay, let me show you another one here. This one says, analyze email performance and implemented usability enhancement to improve overall user experience. Again, in their mind, they think that they are being specific, but it is not. I'm going to show you what I mean by being specific. Okay. Let me show you some examples that seem to be good, but that still need improvement. This one says created content for email marketing campaigns using Salesforce and HTML, increased customer base, contributed to revenue total of $161 million. Okay. Now, there's a little bit of specificity there. Good, but again, this is a risk. The risk is that somebody else would have copied a similar statement, and maybe the only thing they would have changed is maybe the number of millions. Okay, so that is the problem. Because everybody has access to these websites, to these samples, there's a high probability that your resume will be regarded as a Me Too resume. It will be regarded as inauthentic. Okay? So again, I'm going to show you how I do this completely differently. This is another example here. Strategized customer retention campaigns, reactivated customer accounts valued at this. Again, not specific enough. Okay, now let me show you.
So I'm going to type google.com for you to see. So this is what I'm talking about. So yeah, I'm going to type email marketing specialist resume example. So this is what most people do. So when they want to create a resume, they will type something like this. So they will type the name of their profession, and they will type resume examples for that profession. Okay, so they will stumble on Google like this, and the problem is that when they stumble here, they will see a lot of sample resumes, but everybody is using the same site. So everybody uses Google. So those samples you see there that people are exploiting, everybody is exploiting them. So when you go there, let me go to this website, Job Hero. So this is a familiar one. Most people use this one. So if I open this on a new tab, I hope you guys are seeing my screen. If you are seeing my screen, type yes. If I scroll down here, you see something here. These are email marketing resume examples. So they are giving you examples of responsibilities that you can use to do your VIP, your resume. So most people come here and copy responsibilities and modify them slightly and put them on their resume. So most people's resumes will just basically rehash versions of other people's resume. That's what I was saying. So with a slight tweak at best. Okay, so that is the problem that most people have. Okay, so I do the opposite. I actually get into the job description, and I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so I go into the job description of the particular job that I'm applying for, and I do a VIP resume that targets that job, and I go into specifics. Okay, so if you look at this statement here, let's see this one here. It says analyze email performance and implemented usability enhancement to improve overall experience. Most people will be saying that they analyze email performance. So let's say we have 3 people saying that they analyze email performance and they implemented usability enhancement. Now the hiring manager is now completely they can't separate you from the rest of the crowd. So in other words, everybody is saying that they analyze email performance. The hiring manager wants to know, how exactly did you analyze the email performance? What were the results? Not only the results, how did you do it? Like if we have 2 of you, if we hired the 2 of you, how differently would you do it in terms of the quality of the work? You understand? So those are the kind of things that the hiring manager is interested in, to know the right candidate for the job. But most people don't take the time to be specific enough. So that's why I call this not being specific. So I'm going to show you my own VIP resume, so that you can see how I fix all of that issue. So if you can see my VIP resume, say yes. If you can see it on say yes. Type yes. Okay, yeah, so all of you can see it, so you can see that's cool. So let me go back here and show you. So this is my VIP resume. If I scroll down here, let's talk about email marketing. So I'm not going to talk about this first part. Let me just focus on reason number 2. So as you can see, the resume says 15 big reasons why I'm the kind of email marketing manager you're looking to hire. So let's focus on reason number 2. Now, I want you to compare my resume to this person here. If somebody is just saying that I analyze email performance and implemented usability enhancement to improve overall user experience, I ensure the email marketing process followed industry best practices. Now, let's focus on this one here. So if you look at all of these statements, they are not specific enough. Conducted testing across major domains to ensure deliverability. Again, that is the level where everybody is. Everybody is at that level. They just tell you their responsibility, but they don't get into specifics. So let me show you an example here. So I go into more specifics. So if you look at reason number 2, like I said, the process is to look at the job description. And let's say that one of the responsibilities is that they want somebody who can ensure email marketing process followed best practices. So let's say this is the second, this responsibility here is one of the responsibilities on the job description that we are applying for. So if we are targeting that responsibility, look at what my VIP resume does. So it says, reason number 2, I'm a certified email marketing specialist who knows how to get results with email best practices. You see that? Because the focus here on that responsibility is following email best practices in the industry. So let me show you how I go into specifics. Again, this statement is not, like I just said, this first statement is not very powerful, it's not very specific. So at this level, I'm not very different from other people, but this is where it gets interesting. When you start getting into the details, this area here that I've highlighted, that is where I beat everybody else. So let me show you something here. So I start getting into specifics. As a certified email marketing specialist who has sold $360,000 in the past 18 months using email and other marketing strategies, I know how to leverage email marketing and follow up to indoctrinate, create relationships with, and convert prospects and existing customers. So that's one level of specificity, but I don't end there. All of these bullet points try to get as much specific as possible. So craft email marketing. So let me read the second one here so that I can see. Craft email marketing campaigns that get delivered, get open, and most importantly, get clicked. Again, you see the specificity. That is, in other words, if the hiring manager wants to say, okay, between Sylvester and Andrew, who can do this very well, who should I interview, who should I call for an interview? You see that I'm getting very specific more than Andrew here, because Andrew is just saying that they ensure the email marketing process followed email best practices. They adjusted print media designs to match digital standards. They don't get into more specifics. They met legal requirements. So let me get, now that is just scratching the surface of specificity in my own. Let me go this step, as we keep reading the bullet points, you will see how even more specific I get. So let's read this one. The 4 magic email copywriting questions. You see what I've been doing here? 4 magic email copywriting questions, and why answering them. And why answering these 4 simple questions will practically write emails that get open and clicked. Okay, so that's another level of specificity. Another example, which goals and metrics to track on a day-to-day basis to ensure your email marketing process. Which goals and metrics to track on a day-to-day basis to ensure your email marketing success. So I'm saying that I know the exact goals to track. You see, so I'm differentiating myself. So in other words, this person is not even, they're not getting specific. I'm really differentiating myself, because now I'm saying that, hey, I don't only know the 4 magic questions, I also know the exact goals and metrics to track on a day-to-day basis to measure your email marketing process. You see that? Now I get again more specific again. Okay, this is another one here. 3 segmentation strategies that actually work and ensure that you're only emailing your perfect prospects. This is how to send multiple campaigns and offers without burning up your email list. You see how I'm going there? So I'm talking about 3 segmentation strategies. So in other words, what I'm doing here is I'm being more specific, and I'm creating a situation where the hiring manager is curious. They want to call me for an interview because they want me to come and tell them those 3 segmentation strategies. They want me to come and tell them those goals and metrics to track. They want me to come and tell them the 4 magic questions. Okay, all of those things are things that they are very fascinating, and they drive curiosity, and that curiosity is what gets you the interview. You see that? This is very powerful stuff, guys. So this is another one here. Campaign creation. The 5 types of email campaigns you should be using in your business, and how to storyboard and craft each one of them. You see? This is very powerful stuff, guys. This is another one here. 3 must use tools to monitor your email deliverability and make sure you are getting into the inbox. So you see how just by targeting this responsibility, so in every job description for an email marketing specialist, there will be something about best practices. So I know that when I send this resume with this reason number 2, this reason number 2 will deal with that. It will just blow away the hiring manager's mind, and that's why they call me for an interview. So I just want to know whether this is, you see how powerful this is. So I'm going to go back to the comments, type if this is making a lot of sense. If this is very powerful, if you're excited about this, guys, type yes. Okay, because this is revolutionary. Okay, when I tell people that I get 6 interviews in 1 week, it's like it's crazy, right? So you now see why all of this is happening, and you can now start imagining the possibilities for you. So Victoria, are you excited? Tony, are you excited? Adelani, are you excited? Is all of this? Ogaga, are you excited? So if all of this is powerful, let me continue here. So let me show you some other stuff here. So I'm going to go back here and take another client's resume and just show you how this works all over throughout. So let me just go here and show you another client's VIP resume. Give me 2 minutes. Let me open this up. Okay. Okay, awesome. So this is it here. So this one is Pamela. So this is a client of mine. So let me show you this. So you see here, it says, again, 9 big reasons. So you see, this causes differentiation. 9 big reasons why I'm the kind of real estate analyst you're looking to hire. So in other words, every hiring manager wants to know, there's a question in their mind is, why are you different from other candidates? Why should we interview you? Why should we hire you? So that answers that key question in every hiring manager's mind. This particular headline causes that differentiation. Okay. Now let me show you something else. So 9 big reasons why I'm the kind of real estate analyst you're looking to hire. So those are the reasons. This is reason number 1 and reason number 2 and so on. Okay. So this is reason number 2 here and so on. So I'm going to show you how this VIP resume is different from what most people are doing. So let me go back to my Google. Let's say this candidate, this lady did not know me and they were going by the traditional approach. So they're going to go here and they're going to type in Google, they're going to type the name of their profession. So they're going to type real, hold on 1 second. Let me type here, real estate analyst. Resume example. That's what they're gonna do. Okay. So when they type that, see what will happen. They will still see this typical website that promote those traditional resumes. So let me take this first one here, Job Hero. Again, let me open this in a new tab for you to see what will happen. So if you scroll down, you're gonna see here, it says senior real estate analyst, financial planning analysis, business development, 5 years of experience. So let's say my client has, because if you look at here, my client has like 5 years of experience. Yeah. So I'm going to show you something. So she has, let me go to her resume. She has a 5 years experience. So as you can see, I have 5 years experience. So if they go here, they'll be attracted to this 5 years. So they're going to take a responsibility like this one here, which is perform feasibility studies, financial analysis, and due diligence for all new real estate acquisitions. So that is their responsibility. That's one of the responsibilities. So they're going to copy this. They're going to put it on their resume. Maybe they're going to tweak it. Some people don't even tweak it. They just put it there on their resume and send it. Okay. This is really hilarious. So let me show you how I can differentiate how my client differentiates herself for somebody who does this kind of traditional stuff. So when we go here, let's go down to reason number 2. So this is reason number 2 here. So the focus here is on feasibility studies, right? Remember here, we say perform feasibility studies, financial analysis, and due diligence. So that's the focus. So let's imagine that that's a responsibility on the job description, okay? Let's imagine that particular responsibility is found on most typical real estate analysis job openings out there. So what we do with the VIP resume is that we target that responsibility because we know that it will be found in most real estate analyst job descriptions. So that my client is targeting. So this is what we do. So we say reason number 2. I've performed feasibility studies, financial analysis, and due diligence on 3 big real estate projects. So you see how we start getting specific now. That ended in successful and profitable acquisition. So we start getting very, very specific. You see that? Immediately I say that, you start getting the attention of the hiring manager. But that's not where it ends. It gets even better. When you scroll down here, you look at this part here. So it says, with 5 years experience in commercial real estate, and after analyzing 3 big real estate projects that led to successful acquisition, I know how to, 1, look at this one here, collect, compile, analyze, and present financial data using Argus and Excel spreadsheets. So we start getting specific. Now that is not all. We get even more specific. Make data-backed investment evaluation and recommendations to senior management. Now everybody can say they can do that. So we have to separate ourselves even further. So we go down again. We say, okay, I have great mastery of the different documents and data sources to use for such analysis, including exactly what and where to look. You see how it gets specific? So we are saying that I know the different documents and data sources to collect data when performing this kind of analysis, and also including what exactly to look for and where to look. You see, that is very powerful, because now you are saying that you know what and where to look. So the hiring manager wants you to come and tell them. You are creating curiosity. That curiosity magnetizes them to you. They can't just take you off their mind. It's like they feel like they are literally forced to call you for an interview. Okay, so this is another one. So it continues here. It says, financial statements, lease documents, market trends are just 3 of many. I look forward to review the other data sources in the job interview. You see that? And we put that in yellow highlighter so that it stands out from the resume. They can't miss that. So when they are going through the resume, they'll say, okay, what is it that is highlighted in yellow? It captures their attention. So even if they did not want to read that particular page, they are just attracted to that page. And when they read that, they start reading the remaining bullet points that come before it and after it. So they are just forced. It just grabs their attention at any level. Whatever page they land on this document, it just catches their attention. Here's another one. I know the most common mistakes. Here's another one here, very powerful. It says, let me highlight it so you can see. I know the most common mistakes to avoid when performing feasibility studies, financial analysis, and due diligence. So if you're an expert at what you do, or you're very experienced, obviously you should know the common mistakes to avoid when performing those kind of analysis. So you see, the other candidate is not even talking about that they know the mistakes. So you see, now you are setting the standards on how the hiring manager should determine the ideal candidate. And obviously, because you are setting the standard so high, you become the standard. You become the person that's called for the interviews. You see how powerful this is? So if this is making sense, say yes, okay? If this is very powerful, say yes. Is this exciting? Do you see how tremendous this is? Okay, so I'm going to continue here. So I'm going to go back here and show you something. So let me scroll down here. So it says, I look forward to the interviews to share how I put together a 14. So I'm going to select this for you to see. So this is even more powerful. Okay, guys. It says, I look forward to the interviews to share how I put together a 14-point checklist that help First Group reap mighty rewards in land investing while avoiding the usual pitfalls. Okay, and much more. Now, you are talking of a 14-point checklist. What are those 14 points that one can follow to avoid the usual pitfalls when it comes to land investing? Okay, so the hiring manager wants you to come and explain to them. Okay, and now that you get their attention, you can just say, since you on that particular job you're applying, you may not have time to target every job description, every responsibility on it. You can just say, okay, and yes, I have the skills required to perform all the investment analysis duties mentioned on your job description. So we've just taken one of the investment analysis duties which is this 1 year, which is perform feasibility studies, and we've broken it down, we've detailed it to prove that we can do that very well. And then because we've gained their trust, we tell them that, and yes, I have the skills required to perform all the other investment analysis duties mentioned on your job description. You see how powerful that is? So that's it. So I'm gonna go here and continue the training. So give me 1 second. Let me go back here. So I was talking about this. I said why most people don't get job interviews. So the first reason is that they can't clearly demonstrate unique value and answer the question, why should I hire you? So there's a mistake here. Why should I hire you? Given that we have many other candidates just like you. Again, there's you here that is omitted. So that is the core question that every hiring manager is asking. So I've shown you how to answer that question, okay? So the next reason that most people don't get job interviews is because they don't know how to effectively target the job description, okay? A job description has 3 very important parts. You have the summary responsibilities, you have the detailed responsibilities, you have the candidate requirements. Those are the 3 parts of the job description. Now, let me explain. The summary responsibilities, actually the responsibility, it's what's to be done. So everything that they mention on the document that says that do this, do this, do this, those are the responsibilities or duties. So there are ones we call summary. Summary responsibilities are things like feasibility analysis, perform feasibility analysis. It's a summary responsibility. A detailed responsibility will be something like perform feasibility analysis on a month-to-month basis and report to managing director, something like that. So that's a detailed responsibility. Then candidate requirement is who you need to be in order to qualify to perform those responsibilities. So there are things like number of years of experience, educational qualifications, knowledge of certain software packages, presentation skills, all of those things, the skills, the experience, the educational qualifications, those are things I call candidate requirements. It's who you are supposed to be in order to qualify to be admitted to do the job. So you need to know those 3 things if you want to successfully target a job description, okay? So I just showed you how we do that as an example. So now, I know most of you, as we're going through those statements, you were asking yourself, Sylvester, these are very powerful statements. How do you write these statements? I don't have very powerful language. I don't have very powerful communication skills. How do you put all of these together? Okay, so I'm going to show you that anybody can do this. I'm going to show you that they are actually formulas. After doing this for like 6 years now, I've become a master at this. I've developed formulas, fill in the blank formulas that anybody can just fill in and get these things done. I call them fascination formulas. Okay, let me go. Fascination formulas is how to create uniqueness, specificity, and curiosity that literally forces a hiring manager to invite you for job interviews. You've seen those very powerful statements. I'm going to show you how you put them together, how you craft them, my formulas for them. There are 2 types of formulas. There is one I call the micro fascination formulas, and there's the macro. So there are 2 types. So let me show you what I mean by them. This is what I'm talking about. So you have this block here. This is a macro fascination formula. Everything from this block here, you see here. So from where it says reason number 3, and everything under it, all of the bullet points, everything, all of that block of statement is what I call a macro fascination formula. Now, what do I call a micro? A micro is this one here. One of these bullet points is called a micro fascination formula. So I'm going to show you how to put them together. So if you look at this statement here, it says, I know how to, then column, then all of these bullet points follow. So what we're technically saying is, I know how to prepare budgets, variance reports, and provide input for capital expenditure approvals. I know how to, so this is essentially what we are saying. We are saying everything from here like this. So I know how to prepare budgets, variance reports, and provide input for capital expenditure approvals. Okay, so that's what we are saying. So that's the how-to formula. I'm going to show you what the structure is. So we can also say, I know how to create settlement agreements to pursue legal action on tenants in default using an 8-point checklist. That's another how-to formula. Now, let me show you those formulas. I'm going to go to my folder here and show you my formulas for the first time. So let me show you micro fascination formulas. I'm going to open that for you to see. Okay. So let's see. So these are my micro, the smaller ones. Okay. Now I'm gonna zoom out so that you can see. So it says rule of influence number 13, use fascination formulas to wow your prospect. Now this document is coming from my job getting formula book, okay, which is sold on Amazon. Now in the job getting formula book, I get into all of these details. So we say when making a promise of results or when trying to make your prospective hiring manager take action, there is one very effective way to communicate. It is the use of fascination formulas. Here are some examples of fascinations. Okay, 3 things you must do if you want to stop factory waste. So I'm going to just highlight it for you to see. 3 things you must do if you want to stop factory waste. That is a fascination formula. Here's another one. How to use a 5-minute per day secret to build highly collaborative teams. Okay, that's another one. Here's another one here. What to do when you have a helpless shortage of manufacturing raw materials. Okay, this might be somebody who is in production department or manufacturing, and a manufacturing engineer might use that kind of powerful statement on their VIP resume. So how do you put this together? Again, those are just examples. I'm going to show you the formulas. We're not yet there. I'm just showing you, this is just setting the scene for the formulas. Okay, so again, like I told you, this is one of the surprising bonuses or surprising templates. I'm going to give you this at the end of the training. So hang on with me up to the end. I'm going to send you this document. Okay, I hardly give this out, but because you are serious to take your career to the next level, I want to give you this. This is very powerful. It's going to help you. Okay. Okay, fine. So let me show you more. So this is how let me just read a few things about fascination formulas. They talk about, so this is something here. Hold on. They create intense curiosity. Now, Claude C. Hopkins, author of Scientific Advertising. Now, this guy wrote a book called Scientific Advertising in the 60s, and this book is so acclaimed in the marketing world. Okay, in the marketing communication world, this is a very popular book. I don't even know that it's really around the 60s, but I know that it was written some years ago. So it says curiosity. He says curiosity is one of the strongest human incentives. Think about it. Think about when the movie Black Panther came out. Everybody wants to go and watch it because they are curious to see what's in there. So when you communicate like this, when you say something like how to use a 5-minute per day secret to build highly collaborative teams, the hiring manager wants to know what is the 5-minute per day secret. So it creates curiosity and they want to know. That's why they invite you for an interview. It forces them to invite you for an interview. So you see that? So I'm going to go down here and show you my fascination formula. So there are actually like 8 formulas here. So this is formula number 1, the how-to formula. So basically what you do is that you just basically say, okay, how to, and then in bracket, move towards result or move away from problem. So how to move towards result, move away from problem. Now, how do you know the problem that the hiring manager wants to solve? I'm going to show you. Give me a second here. Let me pull out a document here for you to see. Okay. I call it the gold digging questionnaire. I'm going to open it up here and then I'm going to zoom out so that you guys can see. Okay. So what do you realize here? So you see that you remember this responsibility, right? Perform feasibility studies, financial analysis that we saw on a typical real estate analyst resume, right? So that's a responsibility. You take that responsibility, you put it in this questionnaire. Now, this questionnaire has like 10 questions. But I just want to show you the first question, how we use it. So remember I told that the question was, when it comes to those fascination formulas, how do you figure out, if you want to use this formula, you have to write the word how to, and then in bracket, you have to put in the moving towards result or moving away from problem. So in other words, the hiring manager is when they put a responsibility on the job description is because they either want to move towards a result or to move away from a problem. So you need to figure that out for each responsibility. And the way you do that is by using the gold digging questionnaire. So I'll go back here. So you put that responsibility here, you insert it here in bracket, and then it says, focusing on this responsibility, this is the question you need to ask. You need to ask yourself. So let me show you again. This is the question. Let me just highlight it and show you. This is the question you need to ask. What challenges, problems, or fears do you think the employer may be facing with regards to this feasibility studies, financial analysis? So once you ask yourself that question, you need to fill the answer here. So what are they afraid of? What is the challenge? The challenge is that they want somebody to do accurate feasibility studies so that they can buy real estate property like houses or land at a reasonable price without any risk, without being fraudulent and things like that. So their problem is that maybe they have had some bad transactions in the past, and that was because they were not having a real estate analyst. So maybe somebody advised them to get a real estate analyst and a very competent one. So their problem is to solve that problem of bad deals, of bad real estate deals. Now, what is their fear? Their fear is that they don't want to have poor analysis that will lead them to buying those kind of very risky investments. So you see that. So once you know those things, you fill them here, you fill them out here. Once you fill them out here, you can now use the micro fascination formulas. Okay? So it says, I'm going to give you some examples here. This is the first one here. It says how to lock in. So let me read this one here for you to see. I'll highlight it for you to see. It says how to lock in negotiated pricing, service delivery specifications, and warranties that force a contractor to deliver the best price, service and quality every month. So that is an example of a fascination formula. This is another example here. How to avoid poor contractor service that causes truck breakdowns and financial penalties from customers, which make it unlikely to meet monthly loan payments. So that's the how-to formula I've just shown you. Let's go to the next formula. The next formula is the why formula. It says why result happens and why problem happens. Okay? So it says why not having a customer service department is causing you to lose sales and what to do about it, even if you don't want to hire somebody new. Again, the same logic. All you need to do is take what you put in your questionnaire and fill it in the bracket here, and then you put why in front, and then you can edit it after you read the statement, you see how it looks like, and then you edit it. See that? So that is formula number 2. Formula number 3 is the what formula. What to do to move towards result or move away from problem. What to do to avoid poor contractor service that causes truck breakdowns and financial penalties. So this is the same statement that we saw, but we use the how-to formula, and then now we're using the what formula, the same thing. The only thing we changed there is the formula, but what was in the bracket stays the same. What to do to avoid poor contractor service that causes truck breakdowns and financial penalties from customer, which make it unlikely to meet monthly loan payments. You see that? Another example, what never to say to a customer if you don't want to lose them forever. See that? So those are all powerful statements. Formula number 4, when to move towards result, when to move away from result. So that's formula number 4. Formula number 5, where to move towards result, move away from result. For example, where to buy office stationery at 50% less than the normal market price. So formula number 6, benefit. This is number of ways to move towards result, move away from result. This one says 3 things to do if you want to stop factory waste. So again, those are the fascination formulas. Those are the formulas we use to write those statements. And this number 7 says benefit name technique, trick, or strategy to move towards results. So that's another formula. Example here, my four-step bonding with the team formula for building strong working bonds with any team that facilitates working and learning vital to achieving any goal. So that is an example. And then another example is 7 closely guarded Facebook marketing techniques that helped my previous employer sell $1 million online. Okay, and then formula number 8. So that's it. So again, those are the 7 formulas. Okay, so that is my document for you to use. So is all of this exciting? Let me know. So you've seen my micro fascination formulas. There's what I call the macro fascination formulas. Let me show you them. So once you've written your micro formulas, the next thing you want to do is to now put your entire block of statements together. So remember, I showed you on this VIP resume that all of this entire block here is the macro formula. So once you've written the bullet points, the individual bullet points, you can now put everything together using my macro formula. So my macro formula is, I'm going to show you how it looks like. So let me open it up for you to see. So the macro formula here is this one here. So I'm going to open it up here for you to see. So this is my macro formula. So there's a document like this that you find in my VIP resume course, in my VIP resume video training course. You will find this document. It's there. So you have this is the formula for the macro statements, and then these are examples here on the right. So you have the formula on the left, the macro formula on the left, and you have examples on the right. And actually there are 10 macro formulas here, so that you have a lot of creativity. So if you use these 10 different formulas on your resume, you look like a powerful extraterrestrial communicator to a hiring manager. They'll be just so blown away when you use these formulas. So is all of this making sense? So let me see. So let's go back here. Type yes if you're excited. Is all of this making sense? Is this exciting? Awesome. So so guys, so are you learning a lot? So do you see why I get a lot of interviews with the VIP resume, and why my clients are getting a lot of interviews, and why when you follow this process, everything will change. You'll start getting job interviews like crazy. Okay, so let me go back to my presentation. Okay guys, can you see me? If you can see me, type yes. If you can see my video, I've just put on my my webcam so that you can see me live. Is all of this exciting? Okay. If you can see me, say hi, Sylvester. If you can see me, type hi, Sylvester. Okay. So let me show you something here. So this is secret number 2. Secret number 2 says, my top secret plan for getting at least 4 job interviews in 30 days. So what is that plan? Okay, let me show you what I mean by that. So normally when you create a VIP resume, you have to target up to like 6 different job descriptions to know the responsibilities that feature the most common responsibilities. So for every job title, let's take a real estate analyst, for example. When you target, let's say you go online, you look for 6 different job descriptions on or job openings for real estate analysts, for example. If you go through them, you're going to see that there are certain responsibilities that repeat themselves. They are the typical ones you want to target. Okay, so the way you get more interviews, the way I got a lot of interviews and up to like 6 in 1 week is because this is the plan I follow. This is my top secret 430 plan, how to get at least 4 job interviews in 30 days. So what you do is that you make sure that you actually target the entire most common responsibilities for your job title. And you have to do that for about 6 job titles to really be sure that these are the responsibilities that are most common. Second, you have to continuously tweak your VIP resume. So when you apply for a job, between the time you apply for one job and another, you have to tweak your resume because there are some specifics for every job. So I'll give you an example. One company might be using a certain type of software package and different from another company. So on their job description, for example, they might say must have knowledge of SAP. And then the next company will say must have knowledge of Salesforce. So if you don't go and tweak your resume and respond to that requirement, remember I told you about the 3 parts of a job description. If you don't respond to the requirement of knowledge on that software package, you may not be called for an interview, because sometimes the most important thing to them is somebody who can not only do the other responsibilities, but must have that obligatory or mandatory requirement. There are some requirements that are mandatory. Okay, you must make sure that you address them before you send your resume out, before applying for the job. So that's why it's very important that every time you want to apply for a job, you tweak your VIP resume. You may even have to rewrite certain parts of your VIP resume before applying. Okay. Next thing is you have to create different resumes for different job titles. I'm going to show you what I mean by that. So different resumes for different job titles. Like for example, somebody like me, I am experienced in digital marketing. I have like 8 years experience in digital marketing. But most of the jobs in digital marketing, they will hardly just be digital marketing. They will say something like Facebook advertising expert, or email marketing expert, or SEO, search engine optimization expert, or Google AdWords expert. So these are the different subtitles of my area of specialty or my area of expertise. So if you want to be more specific, so you want to create different VIP resumes for different subtitles of that you're targeting. It makes it very, very specific. To explain why this is important, I'm going to give you an example. So let's say you're a lady and you want to look more beautiful. You want to do a breast transplant. Would you go to a doctor that says, I'm a general practitioner? Or would you go to somebody that says, I'm a breast transplant specialist? You go to obviously to the breast transplant specialist. Okay. So that is why if you are sending a resume that says digital marketing manager to a job description that says email marketing expert, there's a mismatch, there's misalignment. It doesn't get that instant attention. Okay, so I'm going to show you how I do that. Next thing is that you have to create laser targeted VIP resumes for each of those subtitles, like I've already said. So for example, in my own case, I have a VIP resume that's particularly targeting email marketing specialist jobs. Another one that is particularly targeting SEO analyst jobs. Another one where is specifically targeting e-commerce marketing specialist jobs. Okay, so another one. So the next step is play the numbers. So after you've done that, play the numbers game. So when your resume start getting job interviews, you want to play the numbers game. You want to ramp it up. You want to apply for as many jobs as possible, because there is a ratio of failure here to success. So in other words, I have worked with a lot of clients over the years. In a certain year, about 3 years ago or 2 years ago, I worked with clients for a period of 1 year where I promised them a certain number of interviews to deliver, and they paid me for the entire year. And I said, okay, I'm going to get you, let's say, for example, I'm going to get you like 10 interviews for 1 year, and you pay me this for the entire year. So I do several VIP resumes. Each time you want to apply for a job, I retweak it for you and all of that. So I came out with this ratio. I realized that when it is done very well, when you've actually like targeted all the most common responsibilities for the job titles, after you've already had you've applied for like more than 10 jobs and you've seen those common responsibilities that feature and you've targeted them on your resume. When you each time you send out that resume, there's a high chance that you get a job interview. So for every 6 VIP resume you send out, you're gonna get 1 interview. Okay, so now the more powerful your VIP resume is, your ratio will lower. It might get to 3:1 or even 4:1. But averagely, that's it. That's what was across the board for those clients that I worked with 2 years ago. So mark that ratio is very important. So once you know your ratio, you want to play the numbers game. So if you want to get 4 job interviews in 1 month, what are you going to do? Let's say you have a resume that you sent out and it has started getting you a job interview. If you want to get 4 job interviews in that 1 month, you want to send out at least 24 applications so that you get. So that is 4 interviews times 6. So 4 times 6 is 24. I have to send out 24 applications so that I get a guaranteed 4 interviews. You see that? So that's my 430 plan that I'm revealing to you. That is the plan that I put in place and got 6 interviews in 1 week. Okay, as I showed you in that video. So I know that on the website I said it's 5, but actually there were 6. Okay, so now let's continue here. So the next thing is you want to get more interviews because remember you're gonna fail in some of the interviews. Okay. So you want to get more interviews so that you can be successful at some of them and finally get the kind of job you want. So that is for secret number 2. Let's go to secret number 3. Secret number 3 is why and how every job description carries hidden clues to succeeding in the interview. Okay. So now. So secret number 3, secret number 3 is why and how every job description carries hidden clues to succeeding at the job interview. Now let me show you what I'm talking about. So remember this? Remember I told you that every job description has 3 parts: summary responsibilities, detailed responsibilities, and candidate requirements. When you have followed that rule and you've targeted all of these things on your VIP resume, you've already actually prepared for the interview. Remember those answers you put in the gold digging questionnaire. Remember that questionnaire where they ask you that, okay, what challenges, problems, or fears do you think the hiring manager is facing with respect to that responsibility? When you answer that question, that's a gold digging questionnaire. All of the answers that you fill in that questionnaire, you will use them for your interview. Because when they call you for an interview, is because the things that you mentioned on your VIP resume are very compelling. And they want you, remember those curiosity items you put on your VIP resume? Now it's time that they want you to come and tell them about it. Remember those things you said, I know the 3 most common mistakes to avoid when doing feasibility analysis. Now is the time to come and explain. So go where you fill all of your gold digging questionnaire, all the answers to your gold digging questions, those who serve as answers for you to prepare for the interview. So you see how powerful this process is. So that is what I said. That is how you prepare for the interview. Okay. Now let me show you. I'm gonna show you something here. So what have you learned so far? I've just shown you the exact system that I use to help hundreds of professionals around the world, just like you, get multiple job interviews and land big time jobs. So have you learned a lot? I want to know what you've learned. And if you've learned a lot, type yes. Let me see. Okay. So if you've learned a lot, type yes in the chat box. Let me see. Hello. So I've just taken you through my entire process. Let me know what you've learned. Okay, so Tonya says I've learned. Victoria says I've learned. So this is quite exciting. Okay, so let me continue here. Okay, so let me ask you. Right now, let's recap everything that we've seen today. So I showed you secret number 1, which is how to create attention hijacking interview getting VIP resumes. That literally forces a hiring manager to call you for an interview or for multiple interviews, even if you consider yourself a poor communicator with mediocre writing or language skills. I show you that you can use those fascination formulas. Also, I showed you why most people don't get job interviews. Okay, so I showed you what the fact that they cannot answer this question that says, why should I hire you? Given that I have we have many other candidates who are just like you. Okay, I've shown you how to answer that question. I've shown you that most people don't answer that question. I've also shown you that most people don't target the responsibilities correctly. Okay, so also I showed you secret number 2. I showed you my 430 plan for getting at least 4 job interviews per month, and I also showed you that there are 6 steps in the process. Okay, for that plan. I also showed you secret number 3, that there are the 3 parts of the job description. Those are the loopholes that you need to prepare, that you need to use to prepare for your job interview. Okay. Now, let me continue here. So I showed you these 3. Okay. Now, let me continue. So let me ask you this. I know we had limited time today, so we'll spend like 2 hours here, but that's still limited. Given the time we had spent together, did I do a good job of giving you information, even so that even if you leave this training now, you can start doing at least something to produce a VIP resume tomorrow? Let me know that what I've given you, if it can help you at least to a certain degree, to a certain degree to completely start moving you towards the direction you want. Okay. So I want you to answer in the chat box, yes or no. Okay. Okay. Victoria says yes. Yes. So we did a good job, right? We cover a lot of stuff. You've learned a lot. Awesome. So let me go back here. So let me ask you this. Did I earn the right to spend a few minutes talking to you about how we can work together longer term, not just 2 hours on this training, but how we can take this to the next level so that I can help you even further? If I've earned the right to spend a few minutes to walk you through my various job getting formula programs, I'm going to ask you to type yes in the chat box. Okay, awesome. So now let me show you, let me talk about those programs, okay? So now, these programs are not for everyone, okay? So it's for people who want to work hard, not make excuses, and make amazing strides in their careers. So like I said, it's for experienced professionals or certified or specialized professionals, okay? Now, I've already shown you proof that this works. Everywhere on my website, you will see proof that the VIP resume works. So if I can go there, if I go there and show you, you will see proof that this stuff works. If you go to my website, some of you already know, you go to, after you register for the webinar, you saw the page with testimonials from clients all over the world. This is because this stuff works, okay? So I want to just take 1 minute and show you the page, just to remind you. You've already seen this page. When you register for the webinar, you landed on this page. You saw all the proof of results. You saw a lot of people getting results with this stuff, okay? So you saw all of this, okay? You saw all of these people here getting results, okay? All over the world. You saw all of this. Because this thing works. This stuff actually works, okay? Those are people talking about the VIP resume getting results. Again, that is still results. All of that is results of people that are getting results, getting interviews, getting big time jobs with the VIP resume, okay? Now, let me continue here. Now, So I would like to see how the program, now if you would like to see how the program works and be delighted, I'll be delighted to show how it works. There's a small investment, but as you can see, when you go through the programs, okay, when you go through these programs, I guarantee you're going to get results. So long as you follow exactly what I teach, okay? Now, so this is how it's going to work. So we're going to work for 3 months, which is 12 weeks, because as you've seen, that's the time that I can really help you create multiple attention hijacking VIP resumes. And I'm going to guarantee that within that frame of time, you're going to have anywhere between 3 job interviews to 12 job interviews. So that's how the program is designed. So you're going to target 3 job titles that match your profile. I've already shown you the importance of segmenting your area of competence into multiple segments. You might choose to go with just 1 title, no problem, but I'll advise that you go for 3. So take your area of competence, break it down into 3 different sub areas, and you create separate VIP resumes for those. So this program is actually me working with you. It's a training program where I show you step by step how to create a VIP resume. We go detail. What we just saw on the webinar is just the tip of the iceberg. We go detail. Okay. Now, so there'll be live 2-hour VIP resume certification training. Now, the reason I call it certification training is because this is the same training that I give my certified VIP resume writers. In other words, when you come out of this training after 12 weeks, you will be completely competent to create VIP resumes for yourself and for other people. Okay, I'm going to tell you at the end, you can even take this as a part-time business, but we're not there yet. For now, your focus is to get your own job first. So let's focus on helping you get that job first. Then we can talk about the bonuses that you get in this program. So we do 2-hour live calls every week where I teach you live. It will be a small group where we just like I'm teaching you here. I teach you step by step in those 2 hours. Now I charge my time at about $100 an hour. So if you're spending 2 hours with me, and I'm even taking half of that, which is $50 an hour, that would be like $100 every week. When you multiply by 12, that would be $1,200. So that's the value I'm giving you in this particular class. So you have me live for 2 hours showing you how to create that VIP resume. Now, why are we considering 12 weeks? I've already shown you that we need to do multiple VIP resumes. We need to retarget them as we apply for jobs and make sure that they match the job description. So once we do that, we get to a point where we have that high velocity VIP resume that when we send out there, for every 4 or 5 applications we send out, we get 1 interview. Okay, so that's why we need to keep the process going. Now, when you put in the work towards the middle of the program, maybe after 2 weeks to 1 month, you start seeing results. And when you start seeing results, you get so addicted to the process that you don't want to stop. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is that every week, at the end of the week, we're going to do 1 hour Q&A where you ask me your questions in that group call and answer the questions. So you learn from my answers and everybody learns from every other person's questions. So there are 2 sessions we have per week. At the start of the week, we have a 2-hour training call where I teach. And then I give you an assignment to go and do. And then you do your assignment and we come back at the end of the week and we do a 1-hour question and answer session where I answer all of your questions. Now, the value of this is $600. Again, it goes by the value I charge for my time. So that's a $600 value that you're getting for this program. I'm putting everything I've got for this program to really help you get the kind of job you want. Now, like I said, all the classes will be recorded, so you don't have to be afraid. If there are times you can attend the class, fine. If you cannot attend, don't worry. We have recordings for you so that you can watch them at your convenient time, at the comfort of your home. So the next thing is that, like I said, I do it with you. So I show you step by step. Okay, I'm there all the time, live, showing you all of this. Now, also, you will get access to my VIP resume creation course. So I actually have a previous version of this VIP resume certification that I did for my previous VIP resume writers. This course will be your foundation. So every time you want to have some reference, you will go to the members area and have access to this course. I usually sell this course for $197. So that's $197 value you get in this program. The next thing you get in the program is access to the VIP resume cover letter creation course. So as you know, you have to create a cover letter, okay? So there's a course I've already created for that. That shows you how to create your cover letter. The value of that course is $57. So the value keeps piling on, okay? So I'm just showing you the value of this program. I'm not yet at the price. I'm not yet telling you the price I'm gonna give it to you, but I'm just want to show you what I've actually put in the program, okay? So the next thing you're gonna get is what I call the LinkedIn profile creation course. So nowadays, most employers will go on LinkedIn, especially headhunters will go on LinkedIn and keep looking for candidates. So even when you apply for a job, when they Google you, they'll see your LinkedIn profile. You also want to make sure that your LinkedIn profile is ready. It is VIP reserved. It is branded just like your VIP reserved resume. Now, the next thing, again, that's a $57 value. The next thing you get is my done for you video review and critique. So what does that mean? You know, when I teach you, you ask me your questions, you do your VIP resume. If I just let you go, I'm not helping you enough. I want you to send me that VIP resume for me to sit down, review it, and I'll do a video review of it where I'm gonna look at your VIP resume. I'm gonna say, okay, John, you missed this part here. You did very well here, but just change this little thing here. It's gonna be good. So I do that kind of review and I record it and I send it to you, the individual. Now I also store all of these reviews in an area where everybody can access them. The entire class can access them so that we can learn from each other. So if I did a review of Peter's resume, Mary can learn from what I did on Peter, and Peter can also learn from what I did on Mary's. Does that make sense? So that's a value of $225 that I'm giving in this program. Now, like I said, there will be 24-hour access to the review and critique videos. So all of the review and critique videos that I do for each of the students, I'll put them in one area where you can log in there, watch the videos, use the techniques, use the knowledge there to fine-tune your VIP resume. So I hope you see how exciting this is. This gets me excited because, man, this is a program that you don't want to miss. The next thing I'm going to do is we're going to have a private Facebook group, members only group. So this is not an open group. Nobody, you only be there if you actually bought my program. So this is for members only, okay? Where we're going to share ideas. People are going to get excited. If somebody has an interview, they're going to share with the entire group. If people are doing well with their VIP resume, they're going to share it, everything. So the value of this is $250. So I keep piling the value so that you can see that I've really thought hard to put this program together so that it can help you get the kind of job you want, so that you can really take your life to the next level. So the next thing, so I just talked about the private members only Facebook group. The next thing is that when we do all of this, our end goal is that I want you to get anywhere between 3 to 12 job interviews within 90 days. Now, the reason I put an interval between 3 to 12 is it depends on the job market. For some countries, there's high employment rate. For some countries, it's low. So after working with clients in the US, in Canada, in Cameroon, in Nigeria, in South Africa, I can averagely say that with my VIP resume approach, I guarantee that when you get into this program, you do everything I show you, you're going to get at least 3 to 12 job interviews within 90 days. Now, how are we going to measure that? We're going to measure that from 48 verified applications. What does that mean? It means that if you go through the program within the first month and you say, hey, Sly, I've not got even one interview, I'm going to ask you how many applications have you sent out. You have to send out about 48 applications for you to get this kind of results, for you to get anywhere between 3 to 12 job interviews, okay? So that's what I mean by verified applications. Now, this guarantee only holds when you've actually done your VIP resume, you've submitted it to me for me to actually review it. So I have to do the reviews. And there is a total of 3 reviews, maximum 3 reviews. So like I said here, so if you look at, I missed this part here. If I go back here, I will do a maximum of 3 reviews per student. What does that mean? You send your first draft of your VIP resume, I review it, and I send it back to you. You do the corrections, and you send it back to me. And if there's anything, I can say, okay, review again. If not, I say, okay, you were fine. So 3 reviews maximum per student. Those 3 reviews are guaranteed to get your VIP resume perfectly done. Now, when you follow that process, and let's say we've gone through the review process and I'm happy with your resume, that at that time you qualify for my guarantee of 3 to 12 job interviews within 90 days. That's what qualifies you for that guarantee. Okay. Now, next, we all know that getting job interviews is not the end, right? You actually need to go there and close the job interview and get the job. So I'm going to give you access to my Close the Deal interview preparation coaching program. Now, this is a program where it is created uniquely for owners of the VIP resume. In other words, the same process that I showed you how to create a VIP resume, there's a different process when you are speaking at the job interview. So this program, I actually did it with my past clients of the VIP resume who were called for interviews, and I coached them on how to go and speak at the interview, and I recorded everything. This is like more than 6 hours of in-depth one-on-one coaching with these clients, recorded, so that you can follow the techniques to go and close the job interview and land the job. Okay. The value of this program is $507. Okay. So now the reason I charged that value of $597 is because most people hire me for this kind of one-on-one coaching. For a 6-hour one-on-one coaching is $600, $597. Okay, so that's the value you get in this program, and it's not just one client. I actually put my best one-on-one coaching in this program for you to help you get the kind of job you want. Now, the next thing is that is not even enough. Okay, so in other words, I still need to coach you one-on-one. So I'm going to dedicate 1 hour of my time, you and I, where I'm going to look at your resume, look at the interview you've got, and I tell you some very key techniques, key things you need to do, some rules you need to follow before going to the interviews, and some rules you need to follow while you're at the interview. So you need my one-on-one coaching on this. So when you're called for that interview, I'm going to give you this one-on-one coaching. And I'm also going to record it so that when I'm not there for the other interviews you've got, you just play the video, watch it, and go to the interviews. Okay? So the next thing is, so like I said, the value of that is $100. So I charge differently. If I'm doing one-on-one with you, it's really full-time an hour, it's $100 per hour. But if I'm doing a group coaching, I can value that $50 an hour. So that is me coaching you one-on-one to help you go there, close the deal, get the job. Okay. The next thing is, when you go through this program and you do a very, very powerful VIP resume, I'm very, very happy with it. You automatically qualify to become a certified VIP resume partner. So in other words, you have to do a VIP resume that actually gets results. So you do your VIP resume, you submit it to me, I review it, and it's fine. You send it out there, you get interviews. When you successfully do that, you qualify to become a certified partner. What does that mean? It means that I can get clients who want me to do their VIP resume, and I will hand them over to you for you to do their VIP resumes. And you get paid for that. So for each client I send to you, you're going to get paid $100 per client. Or since most of my clients, I charge them for a 3-month period, you're going to get $35 per month per client, 3 payments of $35. Whichever way the client wants to pay. If you want to pay full payment, 1 payment, I'm going to give you a cut of $100. And if they want to pay in 3 installments, I'm going to give you a cut of $35 every month. That's when you become a certified VIP resume partner. Okay. Now, that's not all. When you go through this training, you have the freedom to take the skills you've learned and write resumes for family members, for friends, for your own clients, and you keep 100% of the profits. Now, the value of this is priceless. Okay. So in other words, you're having a part-time business. I have my VIP resume writers all over the world who are writing resumes and making money from this. Okay. So this is very, very powerful. Now, like I said, this program is for 12 weeks, okay, because that's the time that we're going to do the work that's going to get you the results you want. We're going to do multiple VIP resumes targeted to different jobs that match your profile. We're going to retweet this VIP resume throughout the 3 months, the 12-week period. Every week, I'm going to show you things that you can improve on your VIP resume. So if you are getting just maybe 1 interview per week, I can show you what you can do to get 2. Okay, if you're not getting any interviews, I can show you what you can do to start getting interviews. So I'm really here to help you get the results. Okay, that's why we're putting so much in the program. Now, I'm going to talk about the value. So I've already given you all the value. The total value of the entire thing is $3,583. That's the total value of this program. Okay, but you're not going to pay $3,583. Okay, but just imagine that I charge you that amount. Wouldn't it be worth it if you were to get guaranteed that, okay, you pay this kind of amount of money and you know that you have a yearly job that can pay you anywhere between, depending on your country, I don't know what the value of a job is for you, but for some countries it might be $10,000, for some countries it might be $40,000, $100,000, whichever value, you can see that this is a bargain. But I'm not going to charge you $3,583. Okay, I'm not going to charge you even half of that. Today, you can get started with this program for just $297. Okay, just $297. You can get started with the program. Now, I know that some people are still skeptical. They are saying that, okay, will I be able to get to the point where I can do this on my own? So I want to take out that fear. I want to take out any obstacle you may have. I want you to try the program for 14 days. Okay, so for 14 days, you try the program for $14. So that's a $1 per day. So you try the program for $14. And if you like what you see, in the first 2 weeks, you see all what you've done, you'll pay $14 now and join the program. If you like what you see, after the 14 days, I'm going to charge you $117 per month. Okay? $117 per month for 3 months. Again, you don't have to be afraid. You don't have anything to lose. With just $14, which is $1 per day for 14 days, you can try my program. You work live with me. You have everything that everybody has. Most people who had this program in the past, they actually paid more than that. They started with at least $300 to join the program. But I don't want any excuses. I don't want anything to stop you. You can join this program today for just $14. Okay? So how is that? So let me know if you're excited. And if you're excited, I'm going to send you the link so that you can jump in, because you have just 30 minutes for you to block your spot. Next month, I'm going to take out the trial. There will be no trial. You have to join the program at the full price. Okay? So are you guys excited? Let me see your reaction there. Are you excited to work with me for just $14? So that you can test the program? So Rhonda says yes. So let me know. Kenneth say yes. Yeah. So let me show you. I'm going to show you the link to take advantage of this. So I'm going to put the link on your screen. When I put the link on your screen, you want to jump in there and immediately grab your spot. Okay. So I hope you are seeing the offer on the screen. You have 29 minutes left. Click on the link. Click on the link that says, yes, I want Job Getting Formula Gold. It's going to take you to the page where you're going to sign up. Like I said, you have 30 minutes to grab this. I've never done this before. I really just want to get you into the program, because I know that when you are there for those first 2 weeks, you're going to get your resume up and running. And if you really put in the work, within the first 2 weeks, you can actually get your VIP resume up and running and start applying for jobs even before we start tweaking it. Okay? So guys, take advantage. And if you have any questions, I'm here to answer your questions. Just put it in the chat box. So let me know if you can see the offer. Can you see the offer that says Job Getting Formula Gold on your screen? If you can see, type yes, please. Let me know you can see the offer, and you can take advantage of it. So, like I said, when you click on the offer, it's gonna take you to a page where you put in your debit card or credit card and sign up. Okay, so you guys can see the offer. So sign up, and then so it should take you to a page that looks like this. So if you click the right link, it should take you to a page that looks like this. Okay, so Rhonda says on clicking on the link it works. Okay, yeah, so click on the link that I just put in the chat box. It's gonna work. So let me know if everybody is clicking on the link in the chat box and if it's working. Like I said, if you click on the link, it's gonna take you to a page like this where it says Job Getting Formula Gold, $14 trial for 14 days. So that's what you're gonna pay now, and after 14 days, if you like the program, you'll be charged $117 every month for the next 3 months. If you don't like the program, you can cancel. It's your choice, but I assure you that you're gonna love this program, and that is why I don't want price to be a barrier. Most people will not give you their program for you to try because they are not confident about what they have. I have what can give you the results, and that's why I'm very confident that when you get it and try it, you'll be happy to pay me for the remainder of the program. Okay, so take advantage and let me know if you're in, and if you have secured your spot, just tell me in the chat box. Now, once you log in, once you secure a spot, I'm going to send you an email with the program for the week, the 2 days that we have classes. Like I told you, you don't have to be afraid of anything. If there's a day you cannot meet up with the class, everything is recorded so that you have the recordings and you can watch it. But just make sure that when you watch a lesson, do your homework so that when you come to the Q&A session, you'll be up to speed and you can ask great questions that can improve your VIP resume. Again, there's a link there. So let me put back the offer so that you see. Again, we have 23 minutes left. Now, like I told you, I've never done something like this. This is actually a marketing test. I just want to make people happy that I know that when you get in there, you'll be so happy that I gave you such a deal. Okay? This is Christmas for you guys.
Slack.
Okay. So like I said, guaranteed 3 to 12 job interviews within 3 months. With those kind of results, you can never miss. One of those interviews will convert and get you the kind of job you want. Some of you might even end up with 3 jobs and you may have to choose from. Okay, so Rhonda says done. So Rhonda has already reserved her spot. She has already bought the program. Congratulations, Rhonda. I like people who act very fast. That's what life is all about. When you see something that's so good, you grab it immediately. So Rhonda, you're gonna get an email within the next few hours of everything that we're gonna do in this program. including for the next 2 weeks and including for the rest of the program. You're going to get the days of the training, the time, and all of that. Okay, so Rhonda, may I know where you're based? Thank you, Rhonda. Thank you too. Now, if you have questions, drop me your questions here. If you have questions, you can also send me an email at sly@sylvesterhomo.com. Okay, so that's my email. I'm gonna put the checkout page for you to see. Okay, yeah. So will the download for the book as well be? Yeah. Actually, the book is already the book will be in the members area. So it's not like the book is divided into 6 sections. So you're gonna have chapters of the book, 6 steps of the book. So I'm gonna send you a link. When I send you all of the link that has everything about the training, you're gonna have access to the book. So in other words, when you buy this program, you automatically have access to the book. You have access to all of the programs I've talked about. You have access to my VIP resume video course. You have access to the cover letter training course. You have access to the close the deal interview preparation course. Everything that I've said. Again, I just want to give you a reminder. So these are the things you are getting here, okay? So you have 2-hour VIP resume certification training with me once per week for 12 weeks. That's a value of $1,200. You have 1 live weekly Q&A call with me where you ask questions and I answer them. That's a $600 value. You have all classes recorded for your convenience. I do the VIP resume with you. I do your cover letter with you. I show you how to do your LinkedIn profile, everything. You have access to my VIP resume creation course, which is the first version of my certification course that's already recorded in video for your reference. That's a $197 value. You have my previous VIP resume cover letter creation course. All of these they're actually existing in the members area. You're gonna have access to that. Now, and then you're gonna have done for you reviews. So I actually review every VIP resume you create. Most people will not do that. Go and find me a program where most people just teach you and then leave you by yourself. But I want to teach you. You do the work. You submit it to me for me to review it. Okay, and I'm going to do that 3 times. You have 3 chances for a review. I review the first time. If it's not good, I still review the second time. If it's not good, and then I give you your last chance. So there is just no way you can't get results with this program. And then you have 24/7 access to all of the video reviews. So when I do a review for everybody, I record it and I put it in a members area so that every other student can have access to those videos, watch them, use the techniques there, use the advice there to improve your VIP resume. You have access to a Facebook group where only members of this program will be discussing ideas, chatting, helping each other. It's going to be very exciting, okay? We're going to share success stories with each other. Every time somebody gets a success, we're going to celebrate, and there'll be gifts. Very, very fun things are going to happen, I assure you. You don't want to miss this. So also, you're going to get access to the Close the Deal Interview Preparation Coaching Program. So when you go for that interview, you have my program that will coach you how to prepare for the interview. That's a $597 value. All of that for just $14. Guys, let's be serious. Okay? And then that's not even enough. When you do a great job in this training, you qualify to become a certified VIP resume partner, where you write resumes for my clients and I pay you money. In a couple of minutes from now, I'm going to show you the option where if you don't want to take the course and you just want me to do your VIP resume for you, or you want my VIP resume writers to do it for you, I'm going to show you the option. I'm going to show you the price for that. It's more expensive than this. I'm going to show you. If you're that kind of client, if you're that kind of somebody who doesn't have time to learn all of this, you just want me to do your VIP resume for you, or my certified VIP resume writers to do it for you, I'm going to show you that. And when this certified VIP resume writers, it may be you. You may be one of these certified VIP resume writers within 1 month, within 2 months from now. You're going to get a cut of that money. You're going to get $100 per client, and you're going to get $35 per month per client. Okay? Like I said, you are in business, and you can do if I'm not giving you a client, you can, when you start getting those interviews, friends, family members, colleagues will start asking you that, can you help me with your resume? You can actually charge them money. Okay? And then you have 1 hour of one-on-one live interview preparation coaching with me. And all of this happens within a 12-week period. And I guarantee that you're going to get 3 to 12 job interviews within those 12 weeks. And like I said, after your 14-day trial, your subscription will automatically renew at $117 per month for 3 months. And you can cancel anytime. Okay, so there is no excuse, guys. Go there, jump in there, and take the offer. Okay, so Rhonda says she purchased the book before the webinar. Yeah, Rhonda, you're gonna get that. If you purchase the book, you were supposed to get it in the members area, but it's good that you notify me. I'm gonna check that you get the book. Okay. Right now, the book should not even be your greatest worry, because I'm gonna be there live teaching you. The man himself is gonna be teaching you live. Okay. Okay, so exciting. Okay, awesome. So how many minutes do we have here for the offer? Again, if you have questions, I'm here, ready to answer your questions. Go here, sylvesternkomo.com/gold. Let's go there, just click this link, the link I'm putting in the chat box. So Narcissi says, what about the link for the book? Okay, so you want to purchase the book? Okay, I'm gonna send you the link for the book. Give me 1 second. If I were you, I would have just gone in and bought this program, because trust me, what you're gonna learn in the book, it's not even, the book is gonna teach you, but there's nothing can compare when I'm there teaching you, answering your questions. We can agree on that. So that's the link. Again, Narcissi, you have nothing to lose. You just have $14 for 14 days. That's $1 per day. You can cancel anytime if you are not happy with the. And again, when that $14 gives you access to the book as well, gives you access to the book, gives you access to the video course, gives you access to everything. You have 14 days to try it and see, and you'll be happy that I offered you this kind of opportunity to try my program. If I'm not confident about what I have in this program, I won't give it at this kind of offer. I know that most of you will not cancel. You will just love what I'm giving you this program. You're going to say, wow, Sly, thanks for giving us this kind of opportunity to join your program. I'm lowering every barrier so that money is not a problem. All your fears should not be problems. If you have doubts, the 14 days will show you everything. Yes, so yeah, I promise a gift at the end of the webinar. So if you are here up to this point, you're going to have an email. I'm going to send out an email to send you a copy of my VIP resume that got me 5 job interviews within 1 week and a big time job. I'm going to send you some other free gifts. Some of the templates I've shared in this webinar, I'm going to send them to you. Okay? Congratulations, Narcissi, for staying up to this point. So while we are there, I'm going to take that time to show you, for those of you who want me to do the VIP resume for you by myself, I'm going to show you what we have. Okay? So let me show you, the name of that program is called Diamond. So what I just showed you is called Gold. Let me show you the Diamond. So if you want me to do the VIP resume for you, or my VIP resume writers, if you want us to do it for you, this is what you get in that program. So again, we're going to target 3 job titles that match your profile during the 12 weeks. We're going to do multiple done-for-you VIP resumes. As a matter of fact, we're going to do up to 24 rewrites and retargeting of a VIP resume. So that's a value of $930. We're also going to do multiple cover letters. Each time you want to apply for a different job, we're going to retweak your cover letter. That's a value of $630. We're also going to do your LinkedIn profile. We're going to convert your LinkedIn profile to a VIP reserve LinkedIn profile. We're going to do multiple rewrites, multiple retargeting, multiple readjusting until you get results. Okay, and in this case, there is no condition. This one you got guaranteed 3 to 12 job interviews within 90 days because we are the ones doing everything for you. I and my VIP resume writers will do all the VIP resumes for you. You're also going to get access to my Close the Deal interview preparation coaching, which is a value of $597 for free as part of the program. You're also going to get 1 hour of one-on-one live interview prep coaching with me. That's a value of $100. You're going to get access to a private members only Facebook group for masterminding. That's $250 value. So this whole thing is a value of $2,567. But today you can get all of that for just one payment of $497 or 3 monthly payments of $187. So that is the Diamond. This is for somebody who is super busy. They don't have time to go through my VIP Resume Gold program where I teach you. You just want us to do it for you. That's the price you pay, and that's everything you get. So you either pay one payment of $497 or $497, or 3 monthly payments of $187. So you choose. Now, for you to access that program, I'm gonna put the link in the chat box for you. Okay. So so if you want to access the program for Gold, let me put it here for you. Sorry, for Diamond, let me put it here for you. So that's a link for Diamond. So when you click there, it's gonna take you to the Diamond version of the program, which is done for you, everything. You don't have to learn anything. We'll just do everything for you. I and my VIP resume writers will do everything for you. So that's a link if you're interested in that. So like I said, you want to grab your chance immediately. So when you click on the diamond, it's going to take you to a page like this. You can either select 3 monthly payments of $187 or 1 full payment of $497. Your choice. And if you have any questions, send email to this email address here on your screen, support@sylvesterandcomo.com. If I were you, I wouldn't miss this for nothing on earth. So again, for the diamond, if you want me or my VIP resume writers to do your VIP resume for you, this is what you're gonna get. We call it Job Getting Formula Diamond. Okay. So that's it. I've already put the link for that if you want to join that program. Like I said, these are the things you get in Diamond. We're going to target 3 job titles that match your profile. We're going to do multiple VIP resumes for you. Everything is done for you, myself and my VIP resume writers included. We do multiple rewrites. We guarantee that you're going to have 3 to 12 job interviews in 90 days, or your money back, or we go until we get those 3 to 12 job interviews. Okay. So if we don't get them within the first 3 months, we know that we're gonna get them. But it's literally impossible for us not to get that result for you. I can assure you that. Okay, because we don't just do one VIP resume, we do multiple retargeted VIP resumes. So long as you have experience and you have qualifications, trust me, you're gonna get interviews. And then We do, like I said, we do multiple done for you VIP reserve cover letters. We do your LinkedIn profile for you. You have access to my Close the Deal Interpretation coaching program. You have me one-on-one coaching you before the interview. You have access to the Facebook Mastermind members only group. All of that for a value of $2,567, and you can get all that for just one payment of $497 or 3 monthly payments of $187. Okay. That's Diamond for you. You choose your option. If it's 3 payments of $187, you choose the first button. If it's 1 payment, you choose the second button, and then you scroll down. You put your contact information, your billing details, your debit or credit card, and then you click on the submit order button, and boom, you'll be on the other side, and we can get to work. SylvesterandCongo.com/gold for the gold. SylvesterandCongo.com/diamond for the diamond. Go get it, and I can't wait to see you in class. Okay. Yep, the ladies are leading the group here. Like the saying goes, ladies before gentlemen in everything, right? Okay, guys, 16 seconds to go. We'll be rounding up. So, again, thank you so much for attending this webinar, and talk to you later. Expect my email.